Hello? Yahoo, can you see me? I'm having tech issues. I don't know if you can actually see me. I think you should see me, but... Okay, there I am. Hi. There's our boy. Am I your boy? Here comes the boy. Hello, boy. Welcome. There he is. Do you remember that? That was like 1 billion years ago. Here comes the boy. I haven't thought about that in years. I can't even remember when that was a thing. The boy. And you'd like put like a video of your cat or something, or your dog. Hello, boy. Welcome. There he is. What's the song? It's not an actual song. Like, it doesn't have a name or a release or anything. It's just a TikTok audio. I'm pretty sure it's just a TikTok audio. 2020, 2021. Yeah, that's 1 billion years ago. I hate to say it. That was so long ago. That's like that is a human child of time. Like, if a child was born when that was a thing, they'd be in kindergarten right now. Maybe, dare I say, 1st grade even. That's a human child. Isn't that insane? That is so long. Like, how do I articulate this differently? Hold on. Let me get an exact timestamp. Okay, hold on. Where, when? Okay. Where am I? Okay. Debuting on 16th of May 2021, Lazulite is the first wave of NIJISANJI En. That's how I'll articulate this gap of time to you. Isn't that crazy? That's a while. Anyway, yahoo, welcome. Thank you for coming. I don't have an agenda for today. I have nothing I've planned. Oh wait, here, let me, where's my, here. DJ. I don't have anything in particular that I've planned to talk about. I just wanted to hang out for a bit because I gotta do some work today, a bunch of work actually, and I've got a deadline very, very soon. So today's stream will be cut off at a certain time, either at like the hour-and-a-half mark or the 2-hour mark, just to give me enough time. Yeah. So I just wanted to get something in because I have to work tonight, and I also have to work pretty hard tomorrow. I've had a lot more work to do. I'm trying to, because I really enjoy streaming and I love hanging out with you like this, but I really feel like I need to and really, really want to do more like offline stuff. Like I want to plan more videos and shorts and stuff. And to make that happen, I have to take 4 days off. There's also like time to prepare for other streams, of course. Like I need to make sure I properly rehearse for the karaoke as well. So I'm gonna be doing that tomorrow. And if I don't, then I guess we'll just ball. Yeah, just a quick little chat. How have you been lately? What have you been up to? How was your? Because we streamed yesterday. How was your time since then? How have you spent your time since the time we spent yesterday? How was that? What can you tell me? Drawing, slept, work. Oh, you're at work right now. Yeah, today's stream is a little later than usual, right? Huh? Yeah, I went ahead and preemptively scheduled it a couple hours later because I knew that I was gonna try to stay up a little bit later this morning so that I wouldn't miss something important. So I ended up sleeping later as predicted. I hope it's not too inconvenient to have a couple hours different. Started writing a story. Oh, that's so exciting. I've started writing one of mine again as well. I haven't been writing for myself very much. A lot of the writing that I've been doing lately has been for like content like that you'll see. But I used to write for myself a lot. I have a bunch of short stories that I've never published or anything. I really, really enjoy it. It's pretty fun. And I started up, I say a new one, but I planned the basic concept for it a long time ago, like the outline, but I never expanded on it. And I wrote the first parts not too long ago, like last week. So we're kind of on the same page. I'd like to maybe someday write a proper story that I can share with you. Do you have OCs? I guess you could call them OCs because they're like characters that I've made for my own little stories, right? I don't think I'll share them though. I think I don't know, I don't share them with anybody. They're a very personal thing for me. It's purely for my own enjoyment. I just enjoy, I don't know, I enjoy writing. It's fun. I like to one thing you know about me, I'm sure, is that I love to lay in bed and nap and just daydream as well. I love that. So one of my parts of my process is that I'll lay in bed with my eyes closed, but not sleeping. And I'll just daydream and I'll imagine scenarios and I'll build worlds and I'll build people. And then when I'm finished, I write it down. Yeah. And like after that session of just laying down and daydreaming about stuff and writing it down, I'll think, it could be stronger or it could be more fun if this was a thing or if this part was different. So then I'll rewrite it and then I'll daydream it again. I've been doing that since I was a kid. That's a big part of why I enjoy it. Yeah, aside from that, because it's purely for enjoyment, I don't have as much confidence when it comes to like sharing it with anybody. That's why I couldn't call myself a proper like writer or anything like that. But maybe someday. I've been kind of like honestly like microdosing the experience of sharing your writing with people for the first time recently with voice packs, but it's very different. It's a very different kind of writing, writing a script versus writing a story. But it's still similar. Like the building blocks are the same. Like for writing those, I'll sit and I'll think about the prompt and I'll daydream. I'll be like, what would I do in this situation? And then I open my eyes and I write it down. Favorite genre? I've always been very fond of fantasy is a big one. I love high fantasy. I love like swords and knights and pirates and things like that. I also love young adult novels as well. I love coming of age stories. I talked about this in my my 2.0 intro, I think. I'm a big fan of any story about like kids conquering supernatural problems or conquering adult problems because I don't know, it gives me hope. to see like, because you know, when you're a kid, you're kind of powerless against the world, and even as an adult, it's really easy to feel that same sense of like helplessness. So seeing a group of people that are honestly at their most helpless ever still winning in the end, it feels good. It makes me believe in the justice of life, you know. Would you do the accent if you did a pirate AU? What, for a VP? If they ever did like a pirate VP? Should I? That's if they ever do a pirate EP. I don't know if the day would come. I wonder if that might be too specific. I don't know if I would. I don't know if I have a very good pirate accent. Are you the main character in the stories? What, in the stories that I write? For my VP, like for VP stories that I'll actually share with you, most of them probably. Though in some of them I'd consider you to be the main character, honestly. When it comes to the other stories that I've written, I'm not really in any of them. I write separate stuff. What's the latest book you read? Oh, that's where it gets kind of embarrassing, actually. Excuse me. Because when I was younger, I was a humongous bookworm. I was like the most stereotypical nerd ever. I was burning through books when I was in like elementary and middle school. And then when I hit high school, it's like I had so many books that I had to read, like for my classes, that reading made me miserable for like recreation. So I just stopped reading for fun. And I really haven't gone back. I think the last, like, it depends on how you define book. If you include manga, then it's actually more recent, because this year I've been trying to get back into reading manga again. Last one I read, I've mentioned this a couple of times. I've just been reading it really, really slowly, just a little bit at a time some nights. Hikaru ga shinda natsu. I realized like a quarter of the way through, I burned through like a quarter of what there is in one night. And that same night I was like, wait, is this finished yet? And I Googled, and apparently it's still ongoing. It's at the halfway point, so I'm trying to take it slow so I don't run out. Because if I finish what's here and then I have to wait for the rest, I'm never going to finish the entire thing. That's the thing about me. I'm a big binge reader and a big binge watcher. Yeah, no, I have to stretch it out if it's not finished. Otherwise, I won't get back to it. Do you recommend? I really enjoy it. I really enjoy it. I'm stretching it out. So honestly, half the time I have to go back and reread some parts to catch up because I'm spacing it out so much. I remember at the time of debut, I was reading it every single night. But now it's like I'll read one night in a week, if that. Like it's really, really spaced out and I don't read that much. But yeah, if you're not including manga, I think the last proper like novel I read was Dante's Inferno, actually. A friend gifted me a copy that I was really looking for. Like it has, I can't read it, but it has the original language. I think it's Italian, right? The original Italian on the left-hand side. And then like a poetic English translation on the right side. And you know, again, I don't speak Italian, so I can't vouch for it, but it felt really well translated to me. Like it was very smooth and very like romantic sounding. I enjoyed that. I never read the entire, it's a trilogy, right? The Divine Comedy. I only ever read Inferno. That was the only one I got. But that was when I was still in high school, I think. Warrior Cats. I never read Warrior Cats, but I had friends that were obsessed with it. I've had friends. A couple of my older friends, I think, were really, really into Warrior Cats. But no, I never read that one. When it came to like novels that were really popular among kids, I think my favorites, I was really, really into Series of Unfortunate Events when I was little. I loved the way that one was written, and I loved all the words that I learned from it. Because I loved just the acquisition of language when I was younger. It felt so cool to have a cool word that people didn't use as often. So I really fixated on some of those. Yeah, I see the Magic Tree House. That was another one I really loved when I was really little. I'm trying to think of what it was called. There was, I think my favorite book when I was a kid was actually the original Peter Pan. I was obsessed with that one. And there was hold on, what was it called? I have an idea. I want to make sure I have the name right. I discovered one at one point. It was like a fan. It was, I guess it was technically fan fiction. It was related to Peter Pan. It was like a prequel series, like for him to become Peter Pan. And I read those at one point, and I was really, really into them. The Starcatchers series, Peter and the Starcatchers. It was pretty good. I really enjoyed that. I was a big reader when I was in elementary school. I remember that's like one of the few things that I would really like showboat about when I was younger, because I was really proud of it. At the time, I had a really, honestly, unreasonably high reading level for my age. I think early elementary school, I was already reading at a 12th grade level. I was burning through books, which makes it so much more devastating that I can't read for my own enjoyment anymore. I really want to get back to it. I really, really miss it. Do you read other fanfics? Yeah, I will say I say fanfiction in the sense that it's technically fanfiction because it's about Peter Pan, but it's not by the original novelist. You know what I mean? It's fanfiction in the same way that, like, I'm pretty sure 50 Shades of Grey is Twilight fanfiction. You know what I mean? I'm not actually much of a... This may surprise you, since apparently I'm super, like, I'm turbo oomph, but I know I don't really read much fanfiction. I never really got into it. But I feel like I could. I don't know. I think I'm just a bit picky when it comes to the way things are written if I'm going to read for enjoyment. And I think a big and important part of fan fiction is that it's written for enjoyment. So the writing style can be very like self-indulgent. You know what I mean? Did you read Twilight? Nope. I'm not even seen Twilight. But I just understand... I'm pretty sure that 50 Shades is a Twilight fanfiction, right? Yeah. Yeah, what kind of oof doesn't know about AO3? No, it's like I know about these things, right? Because I have enough people that are into them. But I don't. I never got into it. Yeah, no, I don't have an AO3 account. I think I may have read something on AO3 at some point, but I don't know what it was. I couldn't tell you. And I don't even know if I ever actually did. Like, I couldn't tell you what the website actually looks like. I just know that it's a fan fiction website. OnStars? Nah, I never read any OnStars fanfiction. Honestly, the story in OnStars alone was enough. That was good enough. That's what I got really into for OnStars, was the story for that. I think that's the closest thing to like a long-term read that I got into. Like later on. I don't know. Did you ship characters? I'm not much of a shipper. For me, I appreciate ship content in a certain way, in that I think it's fun because I love art and I love seeing characters together. But I never got so much into like the more romantic side of it. I never got into the writing, and I never, honestly, a big part of it, and this is the same thing where I say like it's important that fan fiction is written in a self-indulgent way. Same with shipping. I think that is mostly self-indulgent too. And as a result of that, it's often very out of character. And that's not for me. I like art that represents what's on the screen or on the pages. You know what I mean? That's what I really like. Likewise, that's kind of why I have the stance that I have for like shipping with people that I know and me. I'd like to see people that like each other together. You know what I mean? I think it's fun. Oh my gosh, similarly kind of on that topic, I won't say much, but I did a little bit of scrolling yesterday. I was online a bit yesterday, and I saw some disagreement, some discord. I'll start by saying I'm not mad at anybody. Please don't worry, don't be scared or anything. And I'll also say I don't think that it's my place to comment on anything or to intervene on the disagreement. That's not my disagreement to touch. But I will say this. If I ever see any misunderstanding about something I've said, I don't mind to clarify it. And now that things seem to be like... things seem to be kind of resolved, it's almost kind of funny to me now. Yesterday's stream, I said something about a certain person's eyes. All I will say is that I wasn't talking about anybody in By the Beat. Isn't that crazy? I wasn't talking about either of them. Oh no. Isn't that the funniest thing in the world? Yeah, I wasn't talking about anybody. You know, when it comes to talking about By the Beat, I love By the Beat and I'm proud enough of By the Beat that I'll usually just name drop. I don't care. I do it like multiple times every stream. I can't help it. I need people to know exactly who I'm talking about if I'm glazing By the Beat. But I've learned actually kind of the hard way that when it comes to referring to other people, I have to be a bit more careful because it can become a nuisance for them. So that was my attempt at just being vague and subtle. So please don't make a big deal out of this. Please don't go around clipping this or anything like that. You don't need to. I'd rather it just stay here. I just thought I'd share that. Maybe if it can bring anybody involved in the disagreement any comfort, because I don't know. I saw people like, I'm gonna be real. I saw people apologizing for misunderstandings and things like that, and I was like, what? Everybody's wrong. Like every single person was wrong. Oh, isn't that so goofy? Oh my goodness. Yeah, no, I wasn't talking about anybody in By the Beat. It's really cute though that everybody in By the Beat has something in common in their eyes, right? Or I think here's the way it works, right? In By the Beat, each person has one other person with a similar shape and then one other person with a similar color. And then the fourth person, I don't think they have any physical features in common, right? So like, for example, for me, me and Zeal, we both have rings in our eyes. We both have circles. And then me and Seible both have blue as a main color. Or like for Zeal, you know, he and I have the rings. He and Frio have very similar colors. They both got like the pink color in there. Yeah. And then for Frio, you know, he and Zeal have similar colors. He and Seible both have like the diamond. I think it's kind of cute that we just happen to have these things in common, you know? I love my voice. So yeah, a really positive side of the discussion that was going on was people like noticing this and appreciating it. That made me really, really happy. Yeah, I just thought I'd point that out. I thought, I don't know. Again, I don't feel like it's my place to speak on it. I'm not involved in that disagreement at all. But I'd never mind to clarify anything that I've said. And there may be times when I'll like vaguely refer to somebody in By the Beat like that. Yeah, oftentimes if I'm speaking in vagaries like that, there's a chance that it's because I'm talking about somebody else. I've learned that I need to be a little bit more low-key. Would you swap your color palette with anybody? I don't think I would. I think it's been noticed that like Frio's image color is actually my favorite color in the world, but I still don't think I'd associate that color with myself. I think I'm yellow. I'm very happy that I'm yellow. I think it suits me. It's everything that I kind of want to be, you know? So I'm very thankful that I can be the yellow boy of the group. I don't think I'd swap with anybody. I feel like swapping anybody's colors would actually be really scary. It would be kind of cursed. You know what I mean? I can't even imagine it. Wait, somebody's already color swapped us? I haven't seen that. Now I'm curious. I guess I'll have to go looking for it. Or I could do it myself. I remember I experimented with with like an image of my costume once. I wanted to see what it might look like in other palettes, but I think exactly what I have is the best. You know what I mean? On stream, how can I do this? Hold on. There might actually be a way for me to do this. But as you know, I can't really change the colors in real time. For example, I'd have to go get some contact lenses, or I'd have to dye my hair, but I can digitally alter what you're seeing on the screen, I think. If I do, how can I do this? Will this work? Hold on. Whoa, jump scare, flashbang. How can I don't know how this works. Hold on. I've never experimented with this technology before. Whoa. I don't think this is right. This is wrong. Ooh. Wah! Ah, scary. Wait, why is it like that? Okay, get me out of here. I don't want this. I don't, how do I fix it? It's broken. I don't know how to go back. How do I fix it? I don't like this. I'm scared. Why? Wait. Wait. Are we back? I don't like this. I don't want to do this anymore. Oh, what I could do. I wonder what this looks like for you with YouTube's compression and my poopy quality. What does this do if I turn this on? How does that look? If I had better streaming quality, I would have this effect on every single stream ever because I love the way it looks on my screen. But I think YouTube probably turns it into like blocks and chunks. I've never tried it before. Ooh, I could do... There's so many effects. Oh wait, where's the tail? Whoa. I think I can, is it here? How do I do this? Wait, does this ring a bell? Bing bong. No, I need to... Okay, I'm gonna put a cap on that. I kind of want to do a stream where that's the only thing I'm doing. I just want to do that the whole time. I'm gonna save that for another day, and I'll do it. I'll tell you what, I'll book a photography studio, and we'll do it with a white background. I notice sometimes that if I zoom in or do anything weird with my camera here, you tend to take pictures of it, so I'll give you a cleaner picture. Yeah, I gotta feed you for your profiles, your profile pictures. I've seen them. Excuse me. Do you take off your gloves? I've done that before. Why? Do you want me to take off my gloves? Do you not like my gloves? I love my gloves, to be honest with you. Here, how can I show you this with my camera all the way up here? Give me a minute. Maybe if I'm actually not wearing them right now. Fun trivia, you just can't see that. Question is, how can I Let me show that to you. If I angle it down here, maybe. And then wait, hold on. Okay, that's not my hand. How can I? Okay, wait. That's kind of embarrassing. Wait. I think if I angle the camera. Oh wow. Oh, that's my hand. Or boom. Fingies. Kind of weird. Okay. How do I go back? That's not quite right. Okay, hold on. Wait. Now it's over here again. Where? Hi. So weird. Okay. Do I go up here? Is this... Technology is so strange. I like to think that I'm tech savvy, but sometimes I just, you know, I totally floor myself. But have you painted your nails? I think I've talked about this before. I'm not a big fan of painting my nails. I like when other people paint their nails though. I think it looks really cool, but it's not for me. I like just having my nails plain. If I ever got into that, I would do clear coats. And even then, it's already like too much for me. I like it simple. I like to just, you know, cut and file them. Your eyes are like sapphires. I'm so congested today. I've been going out more, maybe that's why. Oh my gosh, I don't know if I've reported this to you. I'm going outside again. I think I briefly reported something about this. I had to attend a couple of in-person like school graduation ceremonies recently. One for a sibling, one for a friend. And that put me outside. And I got a light sunburn from one of them. And I'm so happy to have that sunburn. Oh my gosh, have I dropped this bomb on you? You weren't able to handle me saying that I like fevers. Are you ready for the revelation that I like sunburns too? Can you handle that? Is that too much? I actually really do like, I like having a light sunburn. I don't tend to burn too much. So it's kind of gentle for me. Because of the burn, it's more like, I just like the warmth. I like to, like, rather than getting the sunburn and being outside with the sunburn, I like being inside and having that, like, feeling that I've been outside recently. You know what I mean? Like, I love to, like, feel the heat coming off of my skin. That warmth. I like to touch my skin and feel it be warm. But it hurts. It's not that bad. It doesn't hurt that bad for me. I will say a really bad sunburn would probably be terrible. I can't say I've ever had one. That's probably why. That's an important part of it. I don't tend to burn very much. I don't know, I got magic skin, and I also try to apply sunscreen. So when I get burns, I don't tend to burn much on my face. When I do, it's just a little bit on my nose sometimes, but even then, not usually. Like, you can't see it, can you? I don't think I burn on my face, but my arms, I'll get a little bit on my arms and a little bit on my legs, but not much. It's just a very light coat, and it's always very tolerable. Like, I can even like rub it without it hurting, but I understand that that's not the case most of the time when you get a sunburn. Yeah, I really like it. Of course, it's always important to put on sunscreen. It's important. You should be wearing it indoors as well. I don't do that because I'm lazy. Yeah, sunscreen is important, especially if you're going out, especially if it's a sunny day. But I do still get a little bit. Just a little bit. Like getting a little hurt? Not really. Not really. I actually don't like pain much at all. I prefer to avoid it. I don't like anything that hurts. I just like warmth. I just like warmth. It feels nice. I like to be warm. That's why I like summer. I like being outside when it's hot. And in the winter, I like to just be under like my blanket and to like run my heater up. It just feels nice. Grieves not being able to experience birth. I don't actually want to give birth. Do I need to elaborate on that one? I guess that one was pretty quick. When it comes to that, it's more like I'm curious about it and I'll never know. I'll never know what that feels like. That's not to say that I want to experience it. I just want to know what it's like, you know? Likewise, like, it would suck to break a bone. I don't want to break a bone, but I don't know what that feels like. And I'll never know what that, well, I could know what that feels like. That could be arranged. But, yeah. Where did that come from? It feels like a, who mentioned giving birth? Who said that? Yeah, I don't want to experience it myself. And I absolutely don't want to deal with everything that happens after that. But you know, I'm still curious. Like, I'll always wonder, because it's such a strong, profound, and unique part of the human condition. And so many people experience it firsthand, but I will never experience it firsthand. Isn't that crazy? It's like, obviously it hurts. Obviously it's painful, but it's a very unique kind. And I'll never understand it. I just want to know what it's like. Like, I just want someone who's given birth to project their consciousness over me so I can know what they felt like when they did it. You know what I mean? Is that too much? Please don't give birth on stream. I will never give birth in VC. I was just malding over Mario Kart that one time. I can explain. I feel like I'm on trial right now. What is this? I'm just full of whimsy and wonder. Okay, I just want to know what everything's like. I just want to experience everything this world has to offer, and there are so many things that I can never know. Would you try a period cramp simulator? I probably could. I actually used to use, I say we call them simulators, but I don't think there's any actual such thing. I don't think anything like markets itself as that. What people call a period cramp simulator is just like a, what is it called? What is it? The little, you patch them on for your muscles. What are they called? I'm blanking. I should know what they are because I've used it before. Like the TENS machine. Thank you. The TENS units. I used to use those for my back pain when I was going through growing pains when I was younger. So I'm curious as to how I would respond to it now. Because when I was growing, you know, I'm pretty tall, or I guess taller than average. So when I was first going through my growth spurts, it was pretty painful actually. It was going really fast. I shot up a lot faster than my peers, and that's how my mom helped me deal with it. She got me one of those, and it was actually pretty relaxing. So I'm curious to see, because it's been a while. You know, it's been a while since puberty, so maybe it'd be different now. And admittedly, I never put it on my belly or anything like that. I would just put it on my back. There are cons to being tall. So many that don't really get spoken about. Because tall people are just chill and don't gaff. And short people wish they were tall. I'm 185 centimeters without shoes, by the way. Yeah. I'm curious, maybe. What I'd really love to try, because here's the thing, people who experience periods often have to just go about their daily life in spite of the fact that they're in pain. So I think if I ever did that, I would want to like couple it with an activity, you know, like karaoke stream, but I have to experience that while I'm singing. I want to see if I could do something like that. That's what I want to try. Maybe as like a milestone reward or something. Or maybe if I just ever want to cook up something fun, if it's been kind of chill for a while. I've got no plans to, but maybe. Why would you want that? Do you want me to experience that? Do you want me to do you want to see me in that situation? Let's unpack that. How about that? How about we unpack why you want to see this? Are you not afraid of pain? Well, I don't like pain, but I'm not really afraid of it. Like, I can endure it, I think. I've probably dealt with worse at some point. At least once. I think the main problem with period cramps is that people experience it regularly. I don't know though. Sometimes I'll have like the tiniest amount of pain and I'm a total baby over it. So it's kind of case by case, I guess. I don't know. Some things I'm like, there are some things other people are really sensitive about that I'm really good with. Like on the subject of pain, I'm good with, and I won't stay on this topic for long because I know just talking about it or thinking about it can be uncomfortable for a lot of people. But like needles, like shots and stuff, or like having blood drawn, I'm very good at that. I've never had any issues with that. I'm trying to think. There's sunburns as well. It's like an annoying kind of subtle pain that I don't mind. I actually like. I'm trying to think of other forms of pain. I don't know. It's case by case because there's that. But then like if I stub my toe, I'm gonna make it everybody's problem. Tolerate electricity. That I probably can just because that's how TENS units work. Like the muscle electric massagers. Yeah, no. I otherwise don't really like pain. In general, even if I can tolerate it, that still doesn't mean I like it. Sensitive to other people's touch? Yes, depending on like the touch, right? Like how it's case by case, just like anything else. How firm is the touch and where is it? You know what I mean? I don't know. There are some, like, I love a nice firm hug, but I wouldn't really like for someone to just lightly touch my shoulder as much. Or like the torso is like a more sensitive area, for example. Sensitive neck. I think my neck is probably the most sensitive part of my body. I'm gonna be so honest. It's kind of embarrassing. When I was in school, a couple of my friends, we had this running gag where they would like reach out and touch my neck because it would get a big reaction out of me. And in retaliation, I would do the same thing. But for one of them, his sensitive spot was that he was really sensitive to like air being blown on the back of his ear. So that's where I would get him. And then the other friend, she was the same with the neck, but in her case, I would lightly tap the front of it, like that. Yeah. It was like a running game that we all had. Cold water bottle in your neck? Yes. Yes, and I don't like that. Oh, and I don't know if you've ever experienced this, like in like hotter weather, but this is a big thing when I was a kid. They'd sneak up behind you and have cold water like with ice in it, and they'd pour it down the back of your shirt if you were wearing one. I don't know if you've ever experienced that. There's nothing quite like that. What, is that too much lore for you? Is that too much lore? Do you not want me to be open and cool? Do you want me to be swag and mysterious instead? There's not a single mysterious part of my entire body. Or not mysterious, sensitive. I'm not sensitive anywhere. I have no weaknesses. I'm not afraid of anything. I'm super strong. Am I not winning the nonchalant war? Not ticklish? I'm super ticklish. Probably more than others, I'm gonna be honest. I don't like being tickled. I don't know. I think I'm kind of sensitive overall when it comes to like light stuff. Yeah. I don't know. Materials. Good materials. What's that mean? Huh? What are you planning to do with this, huh? Oh my goodness. Who said that? John Chalant is funny. John Chalant, like John Pork. First name John, last name Chalant. That can be my middle name. All right, my full name, internal information. Sorry for leaking this now. I had to keep it under wraps. I didn't get permission to share this with you, but my full name is actually Kaelix Debonair. Kaelix Debonair. That's my name. Stupid. That's so stupid. John Chalant is calling. Maiden name. Did I marry somebody? No, Debonair's the family name. That's my mother's last name. My father's last name. Maybe my mom's maiden name is Chalant. Maybe it's one of those timelines where, like, instead of just taking the man's last name, they hyphenate it. Chalant dash Debonair. Kaelix John Chalant Debonair. You know what I mean? Chalant actually does sound like a kind of cool last name. I see the vision. You marry, would you change your last name or take theirs? I kind of like my last name. I think I would want both of us to keep ours if I ever got married. But also, personally, I don't really want to be married. I'm not very for it, at least not at this stage of life. I don't know. I may change my mind when I become a billion years old, but I kind of like just being free to do whatever I want and just chilling and not needing to worry about anybody else. I like just cooking and cleaning for myself. I don't know. I did a lot of like, I've done a lot of shared house and shared life experience with my family. I had a lot of responsibility as the eldest child when it came to cooking and cleaning and stuff. So when I think of doing it in the context of marriage, it almost just makes me tired to think about, to be honest with you. I don't have any interest in it, at least not right now. That's just how I feel now. I can also yield that like people change. But that's honestly, that's how I felt for years now, at least. I may feel that way forever too. There's always the chance for that. I don't know. I plan to keep my mind open when the time comes a billion years from now, but I don't know. Tax benefits. Ah, yeah. Like that imaginary marriage I have going with Zeal Ginjoka. Our imaginary barbecue wedding for the tax benefits in Splatoon 2. Or Splatoon 3, rather. I'd love to marry by the beat. If it was that kind of marriage. Like a just a, I don't know. I'd love to have everything that comes with marriage in the sense of like sharing that kind of space. You know what I mean? You would say that? What's that mean? Who said that? Yeah, like a platonic marriage. I don't know. I love these men. I love these men so much. They're so dear to me. Is that a thing? Do people do that? Nah, I doubt that they'd be down either way. But I would be down. Just putting that out there. My tea is the perfect temperature right now. I don't know if you see it. It's like it's in the corner down here. I've been sneaking little sips of it. Who would wear the wedding dress? I don't know if anybody would. Well, Seible might be down. He's been pretty into that maid dress lately. I don't know. I think I'd like to see everybody in suits. Aside from weddings, I'd just love to see By the Beat like suit up for something. You know what I mean? Like do a suit event somewhere. That'd be pretty cool. Or we could have like a... What is the word called for that kind of dress code? It's not formal. That's not the word I'm looking for. There's a word specifically for like white dress shirt, black tie. Well, maybe not those colors necessarily, but like dress shirt, tie, blazer. What is that called? There's a term for that dress code. Black tie. Thank you. I think that, or cocktail, business casual, semi-formal. I think black tie is what I'm looking for. Black tie event. Yeah, I think that sounds right. Black tie event. Yeah, I would love to see a By the Beat attend a black tie event, or maybe we could host one at By the Beat, the live house, not the group. It gets kind of confusing to refer to the live house rather than the group, doesn't it? Because it's the same name for both of us. Like we are By the Beat, but we also work at By the Beat. Did you know that?
Kind of funny.
Hmm. Yeah, I don't know. I really love masculine formal wear. I think I've talked about this before. I've always been really drawn to it. I really, really find it like cool and sleek and attractive and fun. So I love when I get to see people that I like wearing that stuff. And I love to wear that stuff. Yeah, I'd love to see us do like a black tie event. Yeah, women wearing the same thing. I've talked about that before. I remember that. I think everybody looks cool in masculine formal wear. And everybody should wear it at least once. What kind of marriage would you want to do if you got married? Or are you married, maybe? I realize maybe I've missed some important lore. What kind of marriage would you want to do? Would you want to do a really big one? Would you want to do a really fancy one? Or would you be more like me in the scenario where it's like, if you have to be married, you'd prefer something really quiet, really small? Ooh, garden wedding sounds really nice. I think I could handle something like a garden wedding. Fantasy, I've had that daydream before, like that fantasy. Even without an interest in marriage, it is kind of fun to imagine like a marriage where instead of rings, you've got like a sword, for example, and one of you is wearing armor, or both of you. Like medieval fantasy. That'd be so cool. Yeah, I'd love something like that. I'd love to attend. I want to go to a wedding. I want to go to like an actual wedding. I've been to multiple weddings before, but they were all like, how do I articulate this in a word that makes sense? They were local weddings. Like they were in my family. So it's not like what you think of when you hear the word wedding, if that makes sense. Like the groom was wearing jeans and a cowboy hat, to put it to you that way. I want to go to an actual wedding. I want to go to a real one. Like I don't want to have one for myself. That's a nightmare for me. But I would love to attend one or like sing at one. Oh, that'd be so nice. I would love to go to an actual wedding. I want to go so bad. I want to be invited to a wedding. Ah, you once officiated a wedding. That's pretty cool. Do you think I could ever become an ordained minister? I'd love to marry people. Like not be married to people, but married two people together to each other. Maybe I could become an ordained minister. It really was a normal Saturday for them, though. That may be part of why I have the same image in my head for when it comes to thinking about getting married someday. Any like wedding I've ever been to, it's a really quick affair. It'll be in a really small room. Everybody will be just wearing casual clothes. And then afterwards, there's a cookout. That's just what I know. But I love the idea of weddings. I love like the stereotype, like the cliche of weddings. What's the word I'm looking for? Like the actual like perceived image of a wedding. I find that really, really romantic and really pretty and really fun. And I don't know, as an adult, I found recently that I'm actually kind of desperate for adult prom. Do you know what I mean? I want prom or like homecoming, but for grown-ups. There's not enough of that. Where's that? Where is it? I want this. I want adult prom. Yeah, I want a ball. I want a ball, but like not for the rich, stinky people. I want a ball, but for like regular people. I want a ball. I'm gonna have a ball. I've talked about this twice now. This is the second time I've said this on stream. This is the second occasion where I've talked about balls. Or this is the second occasion where I've talked about ball parties. I just think everybody should dance in their dress up in their best outfit, and everybody should go out together and have fun in those fancy outfits and dance. And if they want to like get drunk in the process, that's cool too. the backtrack. I've learned that I have to. I didn't think anything of it, and then I've this is new. This is a new thing for me. I've started a new habit where when I speak, I kind of actively replay what I've just said out loud in my head. Or I guess out loud is not the right word, but I'll replay it in my head as I'm saying the next thing. Because now I feel like I need to check myself for things that might be twisted into something perverse and gross. Because I'm surrounded on all corners by perverts. I swear, I can't say anything. He said balls. He says he talks about balls. Let's be real. No, that really is just the way it is here, huh? Nah, I accept it. I accept it. I accept my position here, and I'll call it a blessing. A hobby? Who said God forbid we have a hobby? Is that a hobby? Is that your hobby? Being perverse and gross? Hmm? Oh my goodness. Hmm. So funny. So silly. You can be so silly sometimes, you know that? I don't think I mind though. I think it's fun. I think you're very fun. You know that? Would you like to enjoy a baby's gender reveal party? I don't think I'd enjoy that very much, but I would really enjoy like a baby shower. Like just a general run-of-the-mill celebration of the fact that a baby is due to be born. I think that captures the atmosphere that a baby like gender reveal is going for, but in a better way. I like that more. Yeah, like just gathering and giving gifts to the people, like the parents to be. I think I could attend something like that and have fun. Because I love kids and I love love. I love people who are in love with each other. So like what's not to love there, you know? Would you rather have a boy or a girl? Neither. I don't want anything. I don't want kids. I don't want kids. I think there's a timeline where I don't know. I think there's a timeline where I may shift my views on like marriage and stuff, but I don't know if I'd ever want kids. I don't think I'd ever want to be a parent. But I'd love to be like an uncle or a godfather because I love kids. I just don't want to have them. I don't want them to be mine. You know what I mean? Yeah. I don't know. I think I got the eldest child syndrome. That's exactly it. I like I don't know. I got my own form of being a parent, just being the eldest in my family in particular. I don't think I want it again. It wasn't very, I don't know. I never minded it, but it was not particularly fun. Not my cup of tea. And it's not something I kind of daydream about for my future. But I would love to like be a prominent figure in the life of a child. You know what I mean? I would love for like one of my best friends or one of my siblings to have kids. That'd be nice. I can't wait for that to happen, actually. I'm kind of excited to think about it. Yeah. I would love to be the kind of like cool uncle or cool godfather that like spoils the child. You know what I mean? Like brings the cool gift and sneaks them secret information. I'd love to be the scheming uncle. You know what I mean? I think that's what I would want to do. Sorry, I keep yawning. Oh my goodness, sorry I keep yawning. I'm still waking up. I slept in like crazy. Unk. Oh my god, wait, that would make me actually unk someday. That's kind of crazy. That day might not be too far off. I don't know. I don't know if any of my siblings would get with anybody anytime soon, but they could. They could. I could become an unk. Yeah, I slept in like crazy. I don't know. I keep sleeping. I just keep sleeping. Can you imagine? I sleep every single day. What the heck? What's up with that? Do you sleep every day? Surely not. I'm still making good progress though, or mostly making good progress. Today was an outlier and it should not be included in the data. But I'm making pretty decent progress in adjusting my sleep so that I'm not sleeping polyphasically, like I'm not napping. That's my first priority. My second priority is to move the full sleep earlier and earlier each day. My goal is to wake up around noon. Do you think I can handle that? Honestly, 1 p.m. is probably better. Because if I'm waking up at 1 p.m., that means I should be going to bed around like 3 a.m. or 4 a.m. And if I'm going to bed then, I don't really miss any of the good times. The main reason I keep like breaking my schedule on purpose is because everybody here in EN, they love to hang out around like 1 a.m., 2 a.m., 3 a.m. EDT. That's when they all love to just hang out in VC and be fun and epic and sexy. And I just can't miss it. I can't miss it. I have to be there. That's not early. It is for me. Or I guess it didn't used to be for me. I used to be an actually early riser. I'd be like sleeping and waking up with the sun. I'd be going to bed like a grandpa and waking up when the sun was still rising. But for a liver, that's pretty early. The liver way is to wake up at like 5 p.m. apparently. That's what's happened to me. I'm waking up at 5 p.m. and going live an hour later. It's that bad. Like it's at the point where I think I might start scheduling my stream tweets so I can get an extra 30 minutes. It's rough. I need to fix it. I think going outside again recently though is gonna help me push it further back. Because I like walking in the early afternoon, right afternoon. Like literally right afternoon, like 1 p.m. So if I manage to wake up around that time, I can just go out right when I wake up to wake myself up and then take my shower. Do my morning routine. Just modify my morning routine to include that like it used to. Because my morning routine now has shifted to just like a really quick shower and just brushing my teeth and washing my face. There used to be more to it. Like I don't take my full long showers as often anymore. It feels so lame. I guess I don't technically need them, but you know, I really love a good nice shower, a long shower, a full shower where you exfoliate and you scrub and you hydrate and do everything. It feels so good. Feels so nice. No skincare routine? Not really. I remember talking about that early debut, I think. The most I do is I'll put on sunscreen if I'm going out. When I wash my face, I just use soap and water. I'm just lucky. It hasn't always been that case though. What is the word I'm looking for? It hasn't always been the case though. When I was younger, I had the worst acne in the universe. I had a total pizza face. And as I grew, it just got better. I win. I win. What kind of soap? Face soap for sure. It's not hand soap that I'm using. It's not like the bar soap that you use for your hands and body. I don't remember the brand. It's like a face cream, just a general face moisturizer. Yeah. It's just whatever my mom gets, I'll just use it too, and we just share it. Yeah. So I got no recommendations, unfortunately. I don't know the first thing about like skincare. I don't know if that's very like easy to believe given my background. I don't know how I ever managed it. I kind of like to get into it though. Just so that I can look young and beautiful forever. That'd be great. Like if I start now, maybe I can keep it. I don't know. I never got into it because I always saw it as a non-essential thing. I've always been very frugal. And I'd only ever invest in things that I absolutely needed to use. Does Mama Debonair use high quality stuff? Not really. She's the same as me, but she considers some things more necessary. Yeah. Yeah, I just got lucky. I'm fortunate that I'm fortunate enough that I don't have to worry about it too much. Same with my hair. I've opted for a style that like I don't have to get really intense with conditioning it. I can just do basic shampoo, then condition, and then when I get out, I just shake it, and it looks great. Or it makes me feel like it looks great. Do you like it? PMO. No, it's okay. I suffered enough with it in my youth that I deserve it now. I earned it. Yeah, maybe the bad allergies, right? Like you mentioned, I have the same issue. I get the worst allergies. So to make up for the luck with my skin, I'm now allergic to like all fruit, and through half of the year I can't breathe through my nose. You hear this? That's one nostril. The other one is corked right now. Yeah, I got my nerfs elsewhere. Yeah. That's my debuff. Or that's among my debuffs. I also can't drive. Have I mentioned that? I know I've mentioned that before, but I didn't mention that today. I can't drive, and that's like a big problem for me. It's like one of my biggest weaknesses ever, actually. I think of all my weaknesses and debuffs, the greatest one ever is that I can't drive. I just can't do it. I can't. I've tried. I practiced for like a whole year. I even got my learner's permit. I aced the test, like the written test. I memorized every single rule. I could tell you what any sign on the road means. I could tell you so much about it. Or maybe not now. It's been a while, but I was able to. I just couldn't put it into practice. It was so hard and so overwhelming. Are you scared? Yeah, honestly. It's like I practiced every day, or at least every school day, for about a year, because I mentioned this before too. I went to a special school in addition to my regular school, where we would commute to another town, and I would take my college courses there. And to get there, it would be my dad in the passenger seat, and I would drive us there. And then we would switch when we got there, and then he would just drive himself a different direction to work. So I drove on the highway every school day for a whole year, right? But the last time I drove was just as overwhelming as the very first time. Like, it never got better for me, no matter how much I practiced. It really sucked. But everybody in my life, like all the adults at the time, all the like older friends who were already masters, they'd all say, Kaelix, it gets easier as you do it more. Like, eventually you won't think about it. But I was still thinking about it. I don't know, it's like the moment I'm behind the wheel, I'm super aware of how large this vehicle is and how fragile certain parts of it are and how bad everybody else is at driving, that I'm just in a state of mild panic the whole time I'm behind the wheel. I just could not do it. I just could not handle it. Like, I can control it. I can follow all the rules. If there was not a single obstacle and not a single other driver on the road, I'd be just fine. Like, for example, I think in like a zombie apocalypse, I could probably drive. But driving under normal modern circumstances is just really scary for me. I was never able to handle it. So eventually I'd really like to move and be somewhere walkable. Any walkable place that I visited was really, really fine and like nice for me. I think one of my biggest weaknesses is that I live where I live and I can't drive. I live in the kind of place where, like, if you can't drive, then you can't go anywhere and you have to depend on others to do things. And I hate depending on others. It's so hard. It sucks. Bikes, I have thought about that. I used to ride a bike. I've thought about doing that now. I think I might be able to handle that. But even then, it's still scary. I'd like to just walk and be completely removed from cars altogether. Public transit then? There is no public transit. I don't have that here. I'd love to, though. No, if I need to get somewhere or if I need to do something, I need to call on a friend or a family member. And I'm very fortunate in that I have a lot of friends that are reliable and I have a lot of family that loves me. So I'm still able to do things, but you know, I hate to rely on others for it. It blows. Thumbs down emoji. Really a village. I actually live in Kokiri village. Oh my gosh, speaking of, you remember when I was complaining about the Kokiri village frogs? They're going off right now. I don't know if you can hear them. I hope my gate is strong enough that you can't. But they're doing it again. I thought they were done, but they're at it again. They're trying to procreate right outside my window. I hate it here. Swamp villager. It's not a swamp. I don't live in a swamp. I might as well though. It feels that way sometimes. Nah, it'll be fine. It'll be just fine. Party in the Hollywood Hills. I don't actually know what that song is. I don't know what that's from, but I have a friend who has that set as their entrance sound on Discord. So whenever they join, that's what I hear. Is that gnarly? Oh my god, I've never heard that. I've never heard the full song. I've never even actually heard the song itself. I think I've only heard a parody or people reciting the song. Do I have to listen to the whole song? Honestly, I probably owe it to him, don't I? You know who he is. Okay. Live reaction. All right, you know what? I'll do it right now. I will listen to Gnarly right now. Yup. I'm pulling it up. Who made the song? Cat's Eye. All right. I've never listened to this before. First time. I had the opportunity to listen to this recently. Zeal did a screen share for us for something he was working on not too long ago, and he had this song blasting in the background, and I instantly muted it. Okay. You want to listen with me? Here, I'll tell you when I press play. You ready? Here, I'll even mute my BGM. I won't play the song on my stream, of course, but you'll be able to listen fully, I guess. All right, Gnarly Cat's Eye. On go. 3, 2, 1, go. Dirt block. Dirt block. Dirt block. Oh. Oh, wait, that's where that is. That's where that's from. I love their outfits. It's so deconstructed. Whoa. What is going on? Evanescence mission? Evanescence reference? I know this part. I'm the poop. They really are gnarly, huh? Wow. I didn't know that there was K-pop with this sound. That's crazy. I can see why Zeal likes it though. This is like his exact vibe. Everything's gnarly. I'm the poop. What? I'm legit. Are they not K-pop? I see. I just assumed it was pop because everybody's talking about it, and the name is written in Korean, and it's under Hybe. So I assumed it was K-pop. Wow. That sure is gnarly. Ah, they're global, but under a K-pop company. I see. Okay, so that makes more sense. I was so surprised. I was like, is this like a new direction? Because I think K-pop, I'm not very knowledgeable. I don't listen to it myself, but I think it tends to have little moments with like different genres, right? That is so interesting. I see the appeal for sure. It's not the kind of music that I personally listen to, but I do think it has this like aura to it, right? I think this is aura maxing music. This music is all about like yeah, performance is what someone called it. It's all about performance. It's all about that presence, that confidence. Yeah. Everything's gnarly. Well, now I know. Now I've listened to it. Are you satisfied? Not gnarly. Not gnarly. Wait, does Sentimilli have a new song? Hold on. I didn't know he had a new song. Hold on. Hold on. Freeze everything. I knew he was working on one. He posted about being in the studio not too long ago. Oh, no, not yet. Unless it's elsewhere, not on YouTube. Hold on. Yeah, pause everything. Hold the phone. I don't know if I'll do a live reaction. I get too emo over Sentimilli's music. Is there... What's it called? Does he not have a new one? Well, I know he's working on one, so probably soon. Yeah, he posted about being in the studio last month, working on a new song. Or like new music. It could be more. Or it could be like a re-recording of something older or something. Yeah, no worries. The lies. Lies, Eminelli. Lies, but there will be one, I'm sure. This guy's always cooking. Yeah, I got one guide. Okay, gentle reminder of a boundary of mine. If a question is sent and I don't answer it, that doesn't necessarily mean that I haven't seen it. There could be a chance that I just don't want to answer the question. So do not go on asking the same question again, please. Smile. Mike smile, heart emoji. Just a reminder. I may have my reasons. Not gnarly, not gnarly, not gnarly. Everything's gnarly. Zeal's gonna be so happy. He's gonna be so happy that I've listened to this song. He's obsessed with it. I need you to know how much of this song is his personality right now. I don't know how much of that he shows to you on stream. Like, he's obsessed with this song. Like, this is the Zeal theme song of the month. Maybe even the next month. Like, it seems pretty potent, this one. Yeah, now it's in my head. It is pretty catchy. It does its job as being like an earworm. It's very catchy. And it's got that aura. The performance is pretty crazy too. It was not at all what I expected. Very banger. La 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 la. Hari hari, like a bag of Takis. Is that what it is? I don't remember if that was the lyric. I'm legit. Kids bot version. I need the kids bot version. I need the kids bot version of gnarly. Oh, hello, Frio. Welcome. Thank you for the redirect. And hello to Doremin. You're in luck. I'm keeping things PG-13. I just did a listen along of a pretty risque song, but I'm not saying the inappropriate parts. I'm changing the lyrics to be like Kids Bop. So it's rated doremin. Yeah, it's rated doremin, so you don't have to worry. Hottie hottie, like a bag of Takis. I'm legit. I'm legit. Party in the Hollywood Hills. Thank you for the consideration. Oh, no worries. I was doing it for me. I don't like saying that word. I'm trying not to curse anymore. Because I don't know, there was a period a few years ago where I never cursed. And then I started cursing again after that. And I don't like that I cursed. I don't want to curse anymore. I don't want to say swear words. I don't like them. They can be really funny, though. I may just throw one out sometime in the distant future, and it'll hit so hard because it'll be a while since the last time. Give it strength, you know? Build like a spirit bomb of a swear word. Yeah. I'm legit. I'm legit. Kids Bop. I actually listened to Kids Bop in the past. I had an MP3 player full of their songs. Or I guess their covers is what I should call them. Yeah. My dad got them for me because he didn't want me listening to regular music. He thought it would taint me and make me impure. So he got me Kids Bop. And then I just ended up listening to all the same stuff anyway. And then I ended up listening to Vocaloid. Isn't that goofy? I'm trying to think of what my favorite Kids Bop substitution is. This one wasn't real. This one was not a real Kids Bop parody. Or not parody. It was a parody, but it wasn't Kids Bop. It was a parody of Kids Bop. You know what I mean? I don't know if they ever covered this one, but WAP. Wet. Beep beep. You know what I mean? What was that? Cardi B? There was a fake Kids Bop cover where it was like wings and pizza. Yes, wings and pizza. You saw my vision. You saw it before I said it. I love that so much. It's so catchy. I wish it was real. I so badly wish that was real. I'm trying to think of. There was one in particular that I really listened to. I think it was they did a cover of Bad Romance, right? I think I was hooked on that one. I don't remember any of the lyric changes, but I listened to that a lot. I loved what is the song called? I say hey da ba da da da, I'm it back do 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 do. Seems like everywhere I go, the more I see, the less I know, and I know one thing. I love that one. What is that song called? I shrug. I was kind of late to it though. So I was listening to all these songs and all my classmates were like, I have no idea what you're talking about. Alvin and the Chipmunks. I didn't have any of them on my little MP3 player, but I was obsessed with Alvin and the Chipmunks. I've talked about this before. I specifically need the world to come to appreciate their original song from the first movie. Because, you know, Alvin and the Chipmunks movies, the newer ones, right? I say newer because there's that really, really, really old cartoon as well. The 3D ones, the CGI ones where it's like mixed with real people, like actors, live action with CGI. They had an original song because most of them were covers, but there was an original song for their corporate shill villain era. It's so freaking good. It's so good. It's like peak Y2K sound. It's got crazy riffs, got crazy harmonies, banger backing vocals from the ladies in the backing vocals. How We Roll. So freaking good. I love that song. Listen to it. Go listen to it. It's so good. You've listened to it? Go listen to it again. It's such a good song. Yeah, you know we got it. I got no idea what they're saying, but they ate it up. They gobbled up every syllable. Yup. I really, really love, I think my favorite part is in the bridge where they start to break it down and Theodore and Simon are doing the ha, ha, like the backing vocals. And Alvin is like, hoo, 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 whoa, 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 baby, it's how we roll, whoa, 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 It's so good. It's so good. He goes so crazy. I can't even replicate it. He's insane. He gobbled it up. Alvin ate that up. I need you to go hear it. It's so good. He goes so crazy. I want to learn that. I want to learn his runs there. I want to learn it. And one day I'll perform it for you. He ate that up. Not gonna lie, you ate? No. No. I got nothing on Alvin the Chipmunk. I got nothing on him. Alvin, he bodied me. He mogged me so bad. I need you to go listen to it. It's so banger. It's so good. How we roll. Alvin and the Chipmunks. What if I did a chipmunk karaoke sometime? Could you imagine that? Like, hold on. How could I do this? Wait, hold on. I want to be a chipmunk. They sound so good. Ate. They ate. Oh my goodness. It's so fun. It's so fun. All right, chipmunk karaoke in motion. Oh, did I scare your cat? Do you have a cat or a dog maybe? Yeah, they can hear this frequency. Ah. You're too nice. You're too nice. No. I got nothing on Alvin the Chipmunk. I was just joking around. Yeah, I love it. I love the chipmunk covers. Or I really love I think I may have mentioned this one. I can't remember if I mentioned this one on stream or in VC, because I've talked about this with By the Beat behind the scenes at one point, I think. I think I remember Seible responding to it, which is why I'm not sure if it was on stream or not. I love in the one where they go to the island. I love when I don't remember her name, the foil to Simon, the like his girl, his Boothang, when she sings SOS and she does like a gasp for air every single note, like SOS, please someone help me, it's not healthy for me to feel this. Jeanette, is that what it was? Is that what her name was? Yeah, she ate that up. The little breasts in between. Ate down. Or I'm trying to think of what else I really like. I like in the same movie, the same sequel, where they're trying to like see if the lady that lives on the island recognizes them because they're famous. They're like world famous. They're celebrities, celebrity singers, and they do Bad Romance for a second. I talked about that song a minute ago. They hit that like with the harmonies there. It's so yummy. Yeah, they ate that up, just showing off for no reason. And she's like, I have no idea who you are. Humbled them. That's a little too much about the chipmunks. Let's be real. Let's move on. I need to stop. I need to stop. So sorry, folks. You know, they gobbled that up. They're so good. And the dance off on the boat. Yes, it's so banger. Yeah, I really like the first movie. That's the one I've seen the most. No more chipmunks. I can't be baited into talking about Alvin and the Chipmunks this much. Yeah, I really like the way it sounds. Similarly, I love Nightcore. Here, I'll pivot it into that. I need you to know, any recording, any cover I've ever made, any cover I ever will make, any original I've only participated in one now, but any original I've participated in and will participate in the future, any song ever, behind the scenes, there's a Nightcore version and Kaelix is the one that rendered it. I make a Nightcore version of everything I'm in ever because it sounds good. But I need to clarify that I have a specific vision for Nightcore. It cannot just be higher pitched. Because if you just pitch it up and only that, it sounds like dog poo. You get all the artifacts from pitching it. You have to speed it up too. It has to be higher and faster. You have to raise the entire project rate. And it sounds so good. It sounds so wonderful. Delicious. Release the Nightcore version? Nope. Forbidden. Forbidden knowledge. You're gonna have to seek it out for yourself. But know that it's peak. It's always better. No song in this world cannot be improved by rendering a Nightcore version. Like, they will always be better. Any song ever, regardless of how timeless it is, regardless of how iconic it is, it will always sound better if you speed it up by about 20 BPM and raise it by 3 semitones-ish. Honestly, more like 5 semitones and like 50 BPM, probably better. I'm ballparking right now. Where do you stand actually on the Nightcore versus Daycore? I'm gonna clarify this as I set the poll. Okay. Slowed plus reverb. I pitched. All right. When it comes to pitching remixes of songs, where they don't remix anything, they just change the pitch and speed. Are you a slowed plus reverb guy? Or are you a fast plus high pitch guy? Are you a Nightcore guy? Like, for example, for Satellite, would you rather it sound like... Or wait, here, I can demonstrate this. Hold on. Would you prefer this? Would you prefer... Or would you prefer... would you prefer this? Just like a satellite. Which of those do you prefer? Which one? I need to know for science. Which of those? Yeah, TikTok audio, right? They're really popular. They're really, really popular. Hourglass. Oh, like in Repo. It is kind of like that, right? I think there's appeal to either, but I always prefer the higher and faster one myself. Neither. Oh, so you just hate fun. Who said that? I was obsessed with that recently. It seems like the consensus is in favor of Nightcore, which is the correct answer, but I just wanted to verify it. I wanted it to be, stated cleanly for the record, so that there's never any doubt in your mind what the correct choice is, right? So now we know. Daycore is pretty satisfying though, depending on the song. No fun or whimsy, but Nightcore is fun and whimsy. That's like peak fun and whimsy. What are you talking about? Oh, similar thing. This is where I might start to sound like an unk. I've noticed that there's like a trend when it comes to like clips, some things, just posting videos online, like on TikTok. Some people will speed it up really fast so that they can get through the video faster because their attention span is that far gone. Where do you stand on that? Do you like that or do you hate it? Are you indifferent about it? It makes the video unwatchable for me. I cannot watch something that's been sped up like that. I can't do it. I can't do it. It loses me so fast. It's too much. Here, I'll ask it this way. Do you speed up streams? Here, I'll give you more options. Apparently, my options are too dichotomous for you. All right. I need it to be... Okay, wait, here. 2 times speed isn't fast enough. Just a little. Maybe like 1.5 times. I can't understand it. Oh wait, okay. Regular speed only, please. I watch it slowed down. Nerd emoji. Okay. I think that should be enough to cover the full range of the viewer experience, right? All right, here you go. Let your voice be heard. How do you watch stream VODs? I guess you can't do it while it's live, but if you watch a VOD. So actually, this might be inaccurate. This might, because the people that would do this are not here right now, probably, right? They'd come back in the future. You'd probably be watching this in the future. You should leave a comment if you're watching this in the future. First off, hi from the past. Are you speeding this VOD up? Am I talking really fast right now? Am I talking really fast right now? Can you still understand me if I talk like this? Are you suffering for the consequences of your actions? Have you ever heard of the critically acclaimed MMORPG Final Fantasy XIV with an expanded free trial, which you can play through the entirety of a realmly board, and also the award-winning Kaelix Debonair expansion? Also the award-winning Stormblood expansion of level 70 for free with no restrictions on the playtime, and also available on... Can you understand me? I see. It's more than I thought. I expected the majority to watch it regular speed, but I did not expect a whopping 21% to speed it up at all. That's crazy. I was thinking closer to 80 or 90% would watch it regularly. That's crazy. I can't do it. Or actually, important consideration maybe. I think it depends on the person. For example, I don't think I could do it for a VOD of mine or anybody that talks the way that I talk, because I think that I talk a little fast. But if it was somebody who talks a bit slower and has bigger pauses between their thoughts, I guess it could make sense then, right? I see. I don't personally get it, but I think I can kind of wrap my head around it sometimes, in some cases. Yeah, that's an area where I guess I differ with a lot of my peers. Seems a lot of people my age need things to be sped up or they can't sit through it. Kind of crazy. Can't imagine. Cannot imagine. Perfect. Now, yeah, I think I like things regular speed. Myself, I like it regular speed. I'm not brain rotted enough for that. It's just not me. Sorry, you're better than this. It's not about that, but also maybe it is actually. I'm better than everybody. No, I'm just kidding. Could you imagine? Could you imagine if I had that kind of conceit? I don't know. I get it. You know, do what you need to do to get through something. I can't imagine it. It's almost like the opposite. Like I almost need to slow some things down. Things move too fast for me in life. I feel like I think and do things slower than others in most ways. But I guess some ways I'm faster because apparently I talk pretty fast. When it comes to listening, especially, I kind of struggle. It's like my brain moves a little bit slower when it comes to processing everything people say. Whoa. Uni lectures in 2x speed. Ah, that I can kind of get. Like if you're trying to get through material more quickly. Like learn material for studies. That actually I personally relate to even less than normal. Because then it's like you're trying to learn something from it, right? You got to process that information properly. I don't know if I could do that. Like, are you really taking in the info if you speed it up that fast? Ah, so like if your professor just talks really slow. I see. Okay, that makes sense. So it's the same as what I said before, right? With like the streams being case by case. It depends on how fast the streamer talks. I see. Thank you for this valuable data. Now I understand the world a little bit more. Yeah, learning material, I have to slow it down too. I would always, when I was studying, if I had anything recorded, which wasn't often, I would have to pause it every now and then and like rethink about everything I've just heard. Though a lot of the time it would be in writing. So I'd have to like read it and I'd reread the same paragraph over and over again and still not know what I was reading. It was so hard sometimes. I don't know. It can be tough. It can be tough. So I have a lot of respect for people that give their all to academics. It's difficult stuff, at least in my opinion. I don't think it comes naturally to most. It was the craziest gap too, because I would always read fiction for enjoyment with no issues. I would have no struggles reading it at all. But the moment it was important or serious or academic, I'd struggle. Though I think a big part of that is probably academic language. I think academic language is very like gatekeepy and weird. Like they write things in a way that means that it takes up less words to write it, right? Their goal is brevity. They want it to be as short as possible. But as a result, you have to do a lot more thinking to understand what it's saying a lot of the time. At least now. Their goal is to make it short, but as a result, they're using more difficult words and more complicated strings of sentences. Yeah, full of jargon as well. Like specific field-related vocabulary. They don't really explain it in a way that a human would explain it when it comes to academic writing. LinkedInese. Job speak. It's crazy. Yeah, I always hated that. I got really good at it though. I got really good at academic writing, like myself, writing it myself. Writing like an essay that says a lot in few words. So I'm thankful for that. I hope never to do it ever again. Yeah, it's very pretentious too. Or I guess it has that air. That's not what they're going for usually when they write that way. Their goal is just to make something that is not 1,000 pages long. The textbook has to have as much as it possibly can in it. Same thing for an essay, but space and time are limited. That's the whole point of a lecture. The dilemma is when you get academic writing coupled with a teacher who speaks in academic writing. You know what I mean? What you need is a teacher who can like chew that information for you so it's easier for you to digest. Oh my goodness. But yeah, oats to anybody who's graduating right now. It's like about that time of year. Rooting for you to anybody who's still a student or has more school years to come. You got this. And I get you to anybody who's just not doing it anymore. That's cool too. I've said this a bunch, but I don't know. It's something I feel strongly about in general. And it's the time of year where I think about it more because more people in my life are going through it, like with exams and graduation. So I apologize if I talk about it too much lately. It's just on my mind more than usual. Yeah, congratulations to anybody who's finished. Keep going. You're almost there for anybody who's still going. Yeah. Etc. etc. Hi, oshimai. Okay, as I mentioned, I do actually have to put a hard cap of 2 hours on today so that I can get some important stuff done. I have a deadline in a couple hours and I don't know how long it'll take me to finish my work, so I'm gonna start wrapping up. But before I go, I think I can show you my schedule. It's a little different than usual, but this is the right one, right? Yeah, okay. So I have a small form schedule that I brought with me on our little walk in the city. So Sunday we played Zelda and Dark Hours with Albin, Frio, and Reimu. It was very fun. Yesterday we played Pokemon Scarlet for the first time in a while. I forgot the game existed, so I'm gonna try to schedule it more often soon. Today we just hung out for a bit, took a little walk, had some insightful conversations, and apparently I gave you too much lore. I don't know. Tomorrow I'll just be taking a day off. I need to get some important work done. I need to rehearse for karaoke, etc. I'll do my best to get everything done. Also have to get some stuff ready for Friday's stream over here on my channel. I'll have a video call with Zeal Ginjoka. I have to make sure my capture software for the video software is good. So that'll be fun. We're just gonna have a chat. I think he's gonna be doing laundry. I think he's gonna be folding his laundry. So I'll probably be handling some desk work at the time. I don't know what I'll work on quite yet. My task list is always changing. I'm kind of just carried by whatever the dopamine is pointing towards at any given moment, so I'll just do whatever catches my attention of the things I have to get done. Then after that, I'll be showing up on Mr. UQ Wilson Big Williams' channel. He's celebrating 200K, so that's a pretty big deal. I'll be there for an activity, maybe more depending on what my sleep schedule is looking like then. He's doing 24 hours, no sleeping. He's crazy. This man's sick. So go give him a big congratulations when the time comes. And to wrap up the week on Saturday, I will be doing Vocaloid karaoke. All the songs will be originally Vocaloid songs. I've seen people speculating about what the songs are. I won't reveal them yet, but I'll tell you a little bit more because I was kind of vague in describing the set list. Quite a few of them are Vocaloid classics. Several of them are Vocaloid classics, like OG songs. Some of them are more new. One of them I think was actually commissioned for Project Sekai, for example. A couple of them are in that middle area in between. Yeah, so there's honestly a pretty varied mix, but I think all of them were originally performed by Kryptonloids. I'm pretty sure, but I might be misremembering one of them. Ooh, actually, one of them definitely isn't. I just noticed that one. Yeah, one of them is not done by a Kryptonloid for sure. There might be a couple more. I don't know. Yeah, that's the most I can tell you. How many? 7. It's an archive set list, and it's all Vocaloid, so I have to be a bit more careful about how long I go. Otherwise, the performance will really suffer. Vocaloid is really difficult live because it was not written for humans to sing. Vocaloid was written for a computer program to perform, so at times it can be really difficult to articulate it properly and to get all the notes out. Yeah, there will be 7 songs. I will do my very best. And I will see about giving you an emoji preview or something on Friday, the day before. Or maybe the morning of, honestly. Or maybe the night before. Yeah, maybe I'll do the night before. I don't remember what I did last time. We're kind of just balling. Yeah. Again, it's only 7 songs, so there's a very strong chance that I will not do any songs that you're looking forward to. Try to set your expectations kind of low for me, all right? I don't want to disappoint anybody. But it'll be a good time. It'll be a good time, and I'm really excited to showcase some of these songs. I will do my best to give you a good performance. It's really difficult. I'll say that a billion times so that you have a realistic expectation, because it might be among my worst. It might be among my worst karaokes when it comes to like if we skip to like a couple years from now and I've done a billion karaoke streams, this one might be remembered as one of my worst ones. I kind of anticipate that. And that's not to say that it'll be bad, just, you know, weaker. But I'll still have fun with it. I'll still have fun with it. I really, really love Vocaloid, so fingers crossed. It's all about having fun more than anything, so that's why I don't mind to schedule it, even if I'm nervous. All right. Yeah, if your expectation is that you'll have fun, then we'll be just fine. We'll be just fine. All right. Let me find somebody to send you to. My debonhairs and Freodore means. Do, re, mi. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Do, re, mi, re, do, mi, re, do. Ti, do, ti, mi, ti, do. Who's live? Who can I send you to? Let's find out. Will it be archived? Yes, it will. It will be totally archived. First one in a while. It's a lot easier to archive Japanese music, so I'm able to totally archive this stream. It will be there forever, probably. Unless it's really, really bad. I don't know what I'd do in that scenario, but I'd probably just grin and bear it, honestly, because I don't care. I'm just there to have fun. Why won't it show me my viewer? It's broken. Our table, it's broken. It won't let me. Fix it. Why? Okay, hold on. I'm gonna reset my browser. Is it because I'm on the road? Is it because we're outside right now? Okay, hold on. Let's try again. Our table, it's broken. Okay, I fixed it. I can see now. Who's live? Who's going live? Search from other channels. Seible NIJISANJI's live. We're going to Seible. All right. Be extra nice when you hang out with Seible today. Be cool, read his rules, etc. You know the drill by now. Love forever. Stay safe. Have a nice day. Have a good day tomorrow. I know I won't see you tomorrow, but I hope you can have a wonderful day anyway. I'll be doing my best in the meantime. All right. See you later. Bye-bye.